Welcome everyone to Bear Podcast. I am Nard, and joining me today is Doug Langway, the director of Bear City.
Yay!
Yay!
Hi guys.
All right, so we're here again at the
Bear Mart?
P-Town, at the Bear Mart at P-Town. And how many times have you been? Have you been to P-Town? This is.
I can't
remember how many.
remember how many. It's been. I mean, this thing's been going on for 10, 15 years. So
That's right.
I do remember at the beginning of this whole experience, they were like, "You want what? You want to put fat guys in the heat of the heat in P-Town?" I'm like, "Yeah, it'll work." I'm like, "Okay," and then all of a sudden, 10,000 people later, here we are.
Yeah, that's right.
It's amazing.
Okay,
Shout out to John.
yes. So I've been watching all your Bear City movies here.
This
is the Bear City here.
Stuff that we
The Bear
have.
City here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Posters.
All those pretty.
Indiegogo campaign.
Okay. So let's talk about the Let's talk about the Indiegogo campaign. But
Okay.
talk about the movie first.
Let's
Bear
talk about
City
the movie
3.
first. Bear City 3.
Okay, so Bear City 3. So it's the third iteration.
It is the third iteration.
All right.
It says it's so sexy. You hear that? Third iteration. Iteration.
Okay, so it's the
third iteration.
yeah,
It's a
the third one.
trilogy.
So
This is my Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Jedi. If we're old enough. Return of the Jedi. It's not a Jedi movie, but you know, it's not at all a Jedi movie, but it's my Jedi movie.
Okay,
so it's basically the first one was about Tyler, a person who likes big dudes, but is afraid to tell all his little Chelsea twin friends about it. And then he decides to finally meet some dude, and he meets some, A-lister bear type guy. And he likes the silver, but, what he really likes is a fat old dude. Just an old dude.
Okay. Yeah,
so
that's
by
right.
the second movie, they decide to get married. I don't want to ruin the whole plot, but I'm gonna. So spoiler, go to bearcity3.com and you can watch both movies for free until the end of the campaign. So pause this now because I'm gonna ruin it. So
Okay.
at the end of this movie, Tyler realizes that he'd rather be with a big hairy bear, and he goes and leaves him on the altar, right?
Uh-huh.
And then dates a big fireman. Big beautiful
fireman.
Tim
Yeah.
fireman.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. So he starts he starts dating the fireman. So in Bear City 3, it opens 3 years later.
Oh, it's 3 years.
3 years later with these characters, Brent and Fred, and they having a baby with Brent's sperm, Fred's sister.
Wait, a real baby. Oh,
Fred's sister and Brent's sperm. It's the closest thing you can get without getting crazy with some biological crap.
Okay.
So they're having a baby.
It's the baby daddy.
Baby daddy. So they're having a real baby, and you can name the baby if you go to bearcity3.com.
Oh, okay.
So they're having a baby, and in the meantime, these other characters are all doing things that support them.
Okay.
So the person that's going to be Fred's sister, works at a place called the Woods Campground. That is where we're setting the next movie. At the Woods.
At the Woods.
At the Woods. So it's bear camping, it's gay camping, it's glamping. It's camping with a little C because it has it doesn't have an outhouse. It's got a disco.
It's got Wi-Fi.
It's got Wi-Fi in the disco. So it's camping light.
Okay, that's right.
It's camping, but it's it's bear camping. So everybody knows bear camping. I feel like I want to make the next movie really accessible. So
all right,
because this is about family. The first one was about learning. The second one was about telling everyone you love them in a wedding, and this one has to be about bringing something, your mark into the world and to generations beyond.
All right.
I really can't help it. There's really hot fat dudes just all over the place right now.
I'm sorry, but there's a lot too many of them here in P-Town.
My brain is spinning.
We get distracted.
So I'm getting a little distracted. We should cut to that at some point. Anyway,
I'll take care of that later. Okay, so I want to talk about one of the actors. Is Tim Hooper.
I want to talk about one of the actors. He says.
I'm a big fan of Tim Hooper.
You're a big fan of the Hoop?
The Hoop, right. Yeah. Okay.
The Hoop.
So he's been working with you since Bear City 1?
No, he was part of Bear City 2. The concept was that Tyler decided that he liked big hairy dudes. He liked Santas. He liked that was the scene.
Uh-huh.
And he ends up with Roger, but Roger was kind of that bridge. Like gay people go to being bisexual. I'm really bi. You're fucking gay.
You're gay. You're gay.
You're totally gay. But you say, no, I'm bi right now. So he was kind of like, I'm going to go for the really skinny hot daddy,
Okay.
Because at least he has gray hair. Because all I was dating with these twinky weird people that I didn't like. So that, but realistically, what he wanted was a big old handsome bear like Tim Hooper, the Hoop. And so
that's his nickname, the Hoop.
No,
really?
I just made
He
this
just
shit
made it up.
Made this shit up. It's now it's his nickname. Everybody
Okay,
calls him the Hoop. We're all gonna call him the Hoop from now on. Hoop. Okay. So Hooper. So he is actually he is your friend, and I did write a lot of what happens with his character with Tyler, because at the end of the second movie, which I'm ruining for you, he ends up going on a date with him, leaving Roger at the altar. It was understood, and then
Oh yeah, I remember that.
remember that, right?
Yep,
So,
I remember that.
but these two end up getting married, who should have gotten married in the first place because they're totally in love. And that was sort of the idea of that was the right people should get married, not just anybody get married just because we can.
Just you can. Yeah, that's right.
Just because we
Just because you
can,
just
doesn't mean you
get
should. but if you can and you love each other, you should. So that's what they did.
That's right.
The other guys didn't. And so now, it's 3 years later, and Tyler's with Tim Hooper, or Tim, the character's name is Jay.
Yeah.
So Tyler's with Jay, and Jay's a fire chief. And
Which he is in real life.
He is in real life. So, or he was in real life. So
Oh, he was.
He's an actor now, but he was a retired fire chief.
Yeah.
And so I write my friends. What can I tell you? I write my friends. So he has a great story, and the character, and Sam Kite, who's also my producer, is his partner, and they kind of had a great story, and Sam and I came up with this part of the storyline together, and it's great.
Awesome.
So what happens with those two is great. I can't tell you, but it's really a wonderful part of it.
Would there be like a twist this again?
There's always a twist.
There's always a twist.
Twist, tears, it's going to be good.
Okay.
Come on.
That's right.
I made, this is the third movie. I wasn't going to go make a movie. It took me 3 years to write it because I didn't want people to go, man, Doug, you really should have stopped at 2. Really. You really should have stopped at 2. You were doing good at 2.
No, I think you should do this. It's a third, a trilogy. You know how it is.
But it can't suck. So, because then that's what anyone would remember. So I had to make it good. So of course there's some twists.
There's some twists.
Twists.
That's right.
Some craziness.
Are we gonna have a Kevin Smith?
We have
cameo?
we always have some cameos, brother. But I can't say what they are right now.
Okay, all right.
But they're big
No
and they're
cameos
good.
right now.
And anybody that knows me will pretty much figure it out. But I'm not saying right now.
All right. Okay. Understand.
But I will soon, and I will let you guys know as one of the first people to know.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to this guy.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Let's talk about the Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.
How do we link to it? How do we donate?
BearCity3.com, and you go to BearCity3.com, and it takes you to the Indiegogo page. So it's BearCity3.com,
All right.
and there you can do all sorts of things, like we do if you've seen the other movies. We have you put your photo in the credits. You can put now your Growler profile in the credits.
Okay.
So, because, it's an international movie, it's going all over the world.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get laid in Germany, bro, if you put your profile in.
That'll help.
It'll help,
Yeah.
in France or, and then we also have video. So now, for the first time, it's a 10-second video streaming up. So basically, you can put your movie in my movie. How about that? 10 seconds, you put your freaking film in my freaking film. No nudity. Don't get crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Maybe a little nudity, but no frontal. Whatever.
Just skin, or
Skin.
fur, chest,
I still
belly.
have Kathy coming back, and she has a contract as well as them that penis
No
can
penis.
be anywhere in the motherfucking film.
Oh. Except for the director's cut?
No,
not
even that.
Not even the director's cut.
There's no director.
Damn.
I would have shot a porn by now if I could. Really. If I didn't have real actors in there, I would have.
Well, Doug, thank you so much for joining me on the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, Bear City 3.
Bear City 3, BearCity3.com. Donate. We got to August 8th, but do it now. Don't wait till the end like you fucking bears always do. Donate now, bitches.
Wolf, what a bear. Podcast your ass. Wolf, what a bear. Wolf, what a bear. Podcast your ass. Wolf, what a bear. Wolf, what a bear. Podcast your ass. Wolf, what a bear.
So they just come over in my office every once in a while, and I'm like, here, sign a bunch of shit. They're like, Doug, every time you come over, you make me sign shit. Are you filming this whole thing?
Yes, I am.
Please don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, Boo, you ready to do this?
Let's go. Let's do it. All right, here we go.
Okay, what do we do?
Recording now. Go.
Recording now. And action.
Okay,
Okay.
where are we gonna cruise now? Let's wait for the next hot one.
Wait for the next guy to come by. I'm getting whiplash. I can't even. Can't even. There's just too many freaking hot guys.
Oh yeah,
You're still recording,
yeah, it is.
bastard.
It is still recording.
Sneaky. Snap-boo. He's snap-booing me.
Okay.